So I'm probably gonna get in a lot of trouble for saying this, but the truth is, you don't need another coaching program. Don't get me wrong, coaching programs are great. I myself have joined one, and I also offer one in some capacity for what I do. However, you don't need one, and here's why. The essence of a lot of coaching programs out there, not all of them, is actually to guide you from a place of fear, doubt, into a place of empowerment, confidence, and really overcoming this fear of being seen, this fear of being to put yourself out there. A lot of people don't move forward with what they want to do because they are afraid of putting themselves out there. A great example is YouTube. A lot of people don't start YouTube channels because they are afraid of being seen, being rejected, being criticized, and that is the purpose of coaches. That's the purpose of guidance. That's the purpose of mentors, is to really lead you to a place of empowerment, a place of overcoming self-doubt, fear of judgment, and putting yourself out there and being received. I'm saying all of this because I think that we can become our own coaches. Now, if we recognize that we are in this place of self-doubt, in this place of fear, of being judged, we have tried to make this video over and over again and we just can't seem to get there. We can't seem to post it. We're watching it from a lens of perfectionism and feeling like we're going to be hated on by whoever's watching it. Totally fair, I understand. However, how you combat self-doubt, how you overcome self-doubt is courage. It's to have the courage to be disliked. Wonderful book. It's to have the courage to be seen, the courage to be rejected, the courage to be accepted, the courage to be loved, the courage to stand for something. Self-belief is the opposite, the healer of self-doubt. So what if you had the most amount of self-belief in yourself right here, right now? Self-doubt didn't exist. What would you be doing? Self-doubt is the killer of dreams. Self-doubt is where dreams go to the grave. And self-belief is what takes them over the bridge into this beautiful offering that you don't know. The point is that you don't know what's going to happen. Self-doubt can tell you, it's never going to work, I'm going to fail. Self-belief will say, but it can work, and I might succeed. Self-doubt is from a place of ego. Self-belief is from a place of love and empowerment. It is understanding that you have an offering to this world, and you know that even if one person is going to be positively impacted from this, then that's enough. That's enough. So what if we could coach ourselves into a place of self-belief from self-doubt? You can. You absolutely can. All it takes is self-inquiry, space to coach yourself, to walk you through all of these self-doubts, this fear, this anxiety that's coming up and trying to keep you small, that ego space. It takes time, compassion, and for you to really coach yourself through those moments where you feel all those feelings, understanding that they are simply fears that have not and do not exist because you haven't put yourself out there yet. So how do you know? How do you know? How will you ever know? It's so incredible when I listen to people who are the most successful and have grown their businesses or even YouTube channels. They all say the same thing. And I'm saying this now. Just start. Just try. Take one step. All you have to do is ask yourself, what step do I take now? Yes, the self-doubt might still be there, but can we shift it to self-belief and just focusing on that one step forward? One step after the next, after the next. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't need to know if it's going to be successful or not. And what does that even mean, not successful? To try is success. To try is life. It's an experience. And that's what we're here for. We got put on this earth so we can experience life. And one success after the next, one of them, if not all of them, is going to land with people and it's going to resonate with people. And that's what we're here to do, is to share our offerings so we can impact positively those who are receiving it and those who align. And don't get me wrong, there's going to be people who are judgmental, especially as you expand. This is going to happen. I'm not saying it's not going to exist, but you have to stay true to your mission, stay true to your purpose, stay true to the belief that who you are, just as you are, is enough and powerful enough to impact and inspire people's lives. Because that is the true purpose. Just like this video, like there's going to be a lot of people who are being like, you're ragging on coaching and you have a coaching program, whatever they're going to say. Like, yeah, actually I am. And that's because I want to share the inspiration that we are the greatest coaches within ourselves. We can tune in to that self-belief, that accountability, that space that people can hold for us as coaches. We can do it for ourselves as well. I'm not discounting coaching programs altogether. They serve and they're beautiful, and I myself have invested in them and probably continue to. I love it. But we also have the power to, with enough awareness, enough willpower, and enough space to reflect on the thoughts that are arriving and the fears that are surfacing and all of that is trying to keep us small. We have the ability to shift this. We have the ability to say, I see you. I understand that I'm filled with fear right now. I understand that it is scary because I've never done it before. I'm scared of being judged. I'm scared of not being received. I'm scared of the impact or the response I'm going to get. Fair, valid, understandable. Me too, sometimes. But what is your why? What is your purpose as to why you are sharing this? That's what shifts you from this self-doubt into self-belief and being like, well, I mean, if it impacts one person's life in a positive way, that's enough for me. Because that's without ego. That's of being of service. And that is what is going to drive this inner coach within you to create from a space that is authentic, from a space that is love, and from a space that is going to be received by most. I'm not going to say by all because it's not true, and that would be a lie. But your tribe is going to align with you and resonate with what you are sharing. But you have to share it. You have to put yourself out there. And I know that it's scary, but this is the life. Those who put themselves out there, stand their ground, share from a heart-centered place, share in authenticity, share from love to positively impact those on the other side that are receiving, will be well received, because that's an energy. The energy of authenticity, the energy of passion, the energy of purpose is well received by your tribe and those who resonate and are inspired, and that's enough. That's enough to overcome and coach yourself to try. There was a time in my life where I felt huge imposter syndrome, and I'm going to teach you and show you or talk to you about how I inspired myself to overcome fear and self-doubt. This was when I was entering the sound healing game. I was not a musician. I knew nothing about sound healing. I literally went to a crystal bowl meditation. For those who don't know sound healing, it's with crystal bowl meditations. I went to a sound bath. I received one, and I thought to myself, that's it. I have to do this. I am meant to do this. And then that passion was so strong in my heart. The undercurrent was, you're not a musician. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are trying to think that you could just go around and become a sound healer just one day? Who do you think you are doing that? You're not enough. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You don't know anything about music theory. You don't know anything about playing an instrument. You don't know anything about healing people. You don't know anything about this. The mind is crazy. It is here to try and keep you small. So it was chatting away. This inner voice was really just beating me up, man, trying to get me to not follow my dream. And not only that, not only I was doing that, but people in my external environment, some of the people that I would tell them, I want to be a sound healer. There was a woman in my life that literally was like, you don't know anything about music, so you can't do that. And I was like, that fueled me up even more. I was like, no one tells me what I can and can't do. Sorry. So anyways, how you overcome this imposter syndrome, this fear, this self-doubt, is to connect into your heart space. And I would ask myself, do you want to do this? Is this something that you are fully aligned with? And I said, yes, this is something I want to step into. Okay, are you willing to fail? Yes, I'm willing to try. And if it doesn't turn out the way I expected, or I'm not in alignment anymore, that's okay. I humbly will step back. Do you think that you walking this path will positively impact one life? Yeah, I think I'll impact many lives by becoming a sound healer. Do you know what you're going to do with it? Do you know where you're going to go? No, I don't. All I know is that I want to try and see where it goes. Okay, let's try. Let's see where it goes. It's led me to travel all around the world, positively impact so many people's lives. And when I mentioned in the beginning of the video that I have a coaching program, it's actually a sound healing training and a course. And truthfully, this is a course that empowers people to activate their inner sound healer because they have the power to do that themselves. I am merely the guide, right? Of course, it teaches a lot about the art of sound healing, but you know what I mean. So what I'm trying to say here is that sit with yourself. Sit with yourself as if you are the coach. You are the mentor. You are the highest self that is free of self-doubt, fear, anxiety, fear of failure, fear of success, whatever it is. Talk to yourself from that highest place and coach yourself to move through and overcome this self-doubt, because this is where dreams go to the grave, and self-belief, a humble beginning, a humble start, a pure intention, an authentic passion, a willingness to learn, a willingness to say, yeah, I don't know anything or everything, but here I am because I'm passionate and I want to try. Now that is courage. Now that is power. That's so cool. That's so cool. So once again, you don't need a coaching program. What you need is to coach yourself from a space of self-doubt into self-belief, because that is how you are going to take the first step into changing and impacting other people's lives on a positive note. Think about how many people and lives you aren't impacting positively by not having the courage to be disliked, by not having the courage to be liked, by not having the courage to try and fail or succeed, or whatever it means in the terms of our society to fail to succeed. To try is enough. All it takes is one step in front of the other. And space, compassion, and a willingness to self-inquire when times get filled with imposter syndrome and self-doubt, because this is a reoccurring happening. It's a reoccurring happening. For some reason, self-doubt is ingrained in society to where we have to overcome and relearn self-belief. I don't know where this comes from and why this is ingrained in us, but we as a society and human beings now have to relearn self-belief. Imagine where you would be if self-doubt didn't exist. Imagine what you would try if self-doubt didn't exist. Imagine the impact you could be having on this world if self-doubt didn't exist. Now that's the place you coach yourself from. Okay. Thank you, Earth Angels. See you on the next vid.